My child, come closer and rest your heart. You are not here by accident. I have led you here with a gentle hand, even through moments when you believed you were walking alone. I have seen every tear you wiped away in silence, every breath you held when the weight felt too heavy, every night when questions echoed louder than answers. And still, you are here. That alone is a testimony of the strength I placed within you long before you understood its purpose. My child, listen carefully now, not just with your ears, but with your spirit. The road you walked was not meant to break you. The delays were not punishments. The closed doors were not rejection. I was shaping you in ways that comfort could never accomplish. I was preparing you where no one could see, teaching you endurance when you thought you were simply surviving. Every struggle carried meaning. Every setback carried instruction. Nothing was wasted. I counted every step, and I was present in every moment you thought I was silent. You wondered why the nights were so long, why the answers did not come when you asked, why relief felt just out of reach. My child, I was not withholding goodness from you. I was building the capacity within you to carry what is coming next. If I had given it to you earlier, it would have overwhelmed you. If I had revealed everything at once, fear would have replaced faith. So I led you gently, moment by moment, season by season, strengthening you without you realizing it. I know there were times you felt unseen, overlooked, forgotten. You watched others move forward while you remained still, and your heart asked quietly, "What about me?" My child, I never forgot you. I never confused your name with another. I never lost sight of your prayers, even the ones you could not put into words. I heard the cries you whispered into the dark. I heard the hopes you were afraid to speak aloud. I heard you when you said, "I'm tired," and when you said, "I don't know how much longer I can hold on." And I was there, closer than your own breath. You are chosen, not because you are perfect, but because you are willing. You are chosen because your heart still seeks light, even after walking through shadows. You are chosen because you learned compassion through pain, patience through waiting, and faith through uncertainty. I did not overlook you when you felt small. I was refining you. I was teaching you to stand without applause, to trust without evidence, to believe even when the path ahead was hidden. My child, there are forces that tried to distract you, to discourage you, to make you doubt who you are and whose you are. But hear my voice now, and let it be stronger than every other sound that has surrounded you. Hear these prayers and be free from witchcraft. Let every burden that does not belong to you fall away. Let every fear that was planted by confusion be replaced with clarity. I am not the author of chaos in your life. I am the giver of peace, the restorer of balance, the one who untangles what others tried to bind. Lift your eyes for a moment and see yourself as I see you. Not through the lens of your past mistakes, not through the opinions that wounded you, not through the labels placed upon you by people who did not know your heart. See yourself standing in light, steady and grounded, surrounded by purpose. You are visible to me. You have always been visible. Even when you felt lost in the crowd, I knew exactly where you were. My child, there is a divine order to your journey. Nothing arrived too early. Nothing arrived too late. There is a timing to all things, and you are stepping into alignment with what I have prepared. The waiting was not denial, it was alignment. The silence was not absence, it was instruction. You are beginning to understand now that everything unfolded in sequence, each moment leading you closer to the truth of who you are becoming. I have prepared you for this moment, not just for success, but for stewardship, not just for elevation, but for humility, not just for strength, but for wisdom. What is coming requires the heart you have developed, the resilience you earned, the faith you practiced when no one was watching. This is your appointed time, not because the world finally noticed you, but because you are ready to receive what I have always intended for you. Feel the ground beneath your feet and know that you are supported. Feel the air around you and know that you are sustained. Feel the quiet strength rising within you and understand that it did not appear overnight. It was built through every moment you endured, every time you chose hope over despair, every time you stood back up when it would have been easier to remain down. My child, do not rush this moment. Let it settle into your spirit. You do not need to prove anything. You do not need to chase validation. You are already known. You are already held. You are already guided. Walk forward now with trust, not in your own understanding alone, but in my presence that goes before you and remains behind you. Stay here with me for a little while longer. Breathe, reflect. Let peace wrap around your thoughts and calm your heart. This is not the end of your story. This is the turning of the page. And as you move forward, remember this: I have always been with you. I am with you now, and I will continue to lead you, step by step, into what you were always meant to become. My child, now that your heart has been quieted, let me speak deeper still. There are truths that can only be heard when the noise settles, when striving pauses, when you allow yourself to be held instead of holding everything together. This moment is sacred. I am near, closer than the thoughts racing through your mind, closer than the memories that still ache. I am here to remind you of what has always been true, even when you could not feel it. You have carried more than you were meant to carry alone. You took responsibility for wounds that were not yours, guilt that did not belong to you, expectations that pressed against your spirit until you forgot how it felt to breathe freely. My child, I saw the weight. I saw how you smiled for others while quietly unraveling inside. I saw how you kept going, not because it was easy, but because something within you refused to surrender to darkness. That strength was never accidental. It was planted by me. There were moments when fear whispered lies into your heart, telling you that you were behind, that time was slipping away, that your best days were already past. But fear does not know the plans I have written for you. Fear cannot see what I am unfolding beyond your understanding. My child, your life is not late. Your purpose is not delayed. You are arriving exactly when you are meant to arrive. Look back now, gently, without regret. See how every challenge shaped your discernment. See how every disappointment refined your voice. See how every unanswered prayer deepened your faith. You thought you were losing pieces of yourself, but in truth, you were shedding what could not follow you into the next season. I was pruning, not punishing. I was protecting you from paths that would have drained your spirit. Hear this clearly, my child. You were never overlooked. When others advanced and you remained still, it was not because you were unworthy. It was because I was anchoring you. I was ensuring that when the ground shifted, you would not fall. I was giving you roots before giving you wings. And now the season of lifting has come. Hear these prayers and be free from witchcraft. Let every unseen burden dissolve. Let every shadow that clung to your thoughts lose its hold. You do not belong to confusion. You do not belong to fear. You belong to me. Light surrounds you now, not as something distant, but as something alive within you. What once tried to bind you no longer has authority over your future. My child, lift your head. You do not walk forward as someone uncertain or unprepared. You walk forward as someone chosen, equipped, and deeply known. There is a fire within you that hardship could not extinguish. There is wisdom within you that pain could not steal. There is compassion within you that only endurance could form. You are not the same person you were when this journey began, and that is by design.